Alright, man, when the hate don't work, they start telling lies. What's good, y'all? We back with the Bluehill Avenue podcast. I'm saying it's the host, Obi Bomb, Kenobi, 3 Phone Jones, etc., etc. And before we get into anything...
Okay, not the varsity 11. Don't play with
But look, don't forget about that. You know, this I ain't gonna lie, this is all I wanted this year, and I finally got them, and I'm grateful.
He said,
anyway,
God.
Yeah, that's a fact. But anyway, we got some special guests in here. We got the gang too, so I want to let everybody introduce themselves. I'll let you go first.
It's Honey the Brat, you know.
Where can they follow you at and all that?
Facebook and Instagram. I don't have Snapchat. I don't do Snapchat.
Hey, there you go. Too near me not to hear me. Double D.
What's up? It's Double D. I just been living, man. It's the end of the year. 2023 is coming, and I just want everybody to make me rich.
I feel that.
They should.
I felt that one.
Yeah.
I felt that in my heart.
Me too. Thank you.
But deep down, you know.
I want to be rich.
That's real. And then we got another special guest. Maydol, introduce yourself, please.
What's up, y'all? It's the girl, the doll. You know, I'm already here to turn y'all up tight.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Say it then.
But yeah, y'all can find me on Instagram, AYY_MAEDOLL, and that's all platforms, Facebook as well, Twitter, all that.
That's fire. And then y'all know who the man on my right is, you know what I'm saying? DeVille Washington. Let's talk about it.
What's good, y'all? Happy to be back.
Man, it's been a minute, man. I ain't
Too
gonna
long.
lie. But no, I'm happy we back, man. There's so much we got to cover, so many current events. First thing I want to say is RIP to, Takeoff and then PNB Rock. That happened since we've been here last.
Yeah.
It's been crazy, man. I guess we could start there. Like, what did y'all think when y'all heard the news, at least on that? Because that was back in November, so it's December now.
It just feels like it was yesterday for me.
Yeah, man, crazy.
I think it was one of those things where everybody remembers where they were when they heard it because it was just so left. Like,
yeah.
It was really unfortunate situation, too, I feel. Like, it was just... how it happened, it could have been avoided. You know, it's over a dice game. You know, like from what I've been, seen and heard. So it's tricky, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've really felt like that was a bad situation. Like it sucked to even see that, and for the families involved. So yeah, I don't know. But look, okay, RIP to them. But let's get on some more important stuff like Chrissy Teigen and Blueface. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying her real name on purpose, so look, Chris Rock, whatever her name is,
Big Baby,
yeah, her. So honey, we can start with you. How do you feel about the Blueface capers with Chris Rock and what they got going on?
Like, I don't know. I have like my pros and cons. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
I love to talk, but I don't know.
Do you think they're really gonna get married? Let's start there. Do you think this is gonna work?
This is like some teenage love. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun. It's gonna be fun while it lasts, I guess. Like, I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah, I guess we'll see.
I guess. So how about you, though? Do you think it'll last?
Danny got the face.
No, I don't think it's gonna last. But it's so bad to watch. But it's like a car crash. Like, you just don't want to look away.
For sure.
And I just feel personally embarrassed. Like, as a woman, watching you do this on TV and like get his face tattooed, and he just barely But the fact that she be beating him up like that.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. I don't.
They be beating each other up.
Like, she really beat. Remember that picture? She showed a picture of him
with the black eyes.
With both black eyes,
laughing the
But
whole time.
Deserve that. He probably was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
This though, he done put her through. I'm not saying he deserve it because let's not fight nobody, but like I think they're just both and on the whole, let's be toxic together stuff.
Yeah, I think it's
both
definitely.
getting tired of it too.
Like they got mental health issues. Like they need to suck you valid or something.
I mean, and think about how they met though. They probably don't know because they not following it, but they met on Blueface had like a Bad Girls Club where he's recruiting girls.
She was the winner. The final contestant.
She's
they all made it out.
So she was on her like New York vibes with Flavor Flav. Like she lost, but she won.
It was just I didn't think they'd be together.
She was finding girls in the house like this. Toxic as hell.
I don't know. It's weird. I mean, the way you say like teenage love, I think this is just TV love because I've seen a lot of couples where or couples that are just highlighted so far in the media to distract us that it's like, we know it's kind of not real, but at the same time, it's like y'all putting on a good show. That it's giving reality.
It's giving like Bobby and Whitney.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I can
see that.
Yes.
Drop a bomb on that, Lucky. That's crazy. That's the first one of the year review.
This Tina fights back. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of fighting on this one. But yeah, okay, DeVille. How do you feel about Blueface and Chrissy Teigen? What they
First off, I want to.
I'm not saying the real name.
T Baby, Double D.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah,
they all look it. They made me seem like I was the old man of the group when I was sitting there saying like I didn't know who she was. So after the show, I logged on to Instagram and did my homework. Maybe like a week later, that Kai Cenat incident happened where. Where they put her like they was like, yo, she's a problem. So look, y'all look it. I'm not giving Blueface no passes on his part of it. Yeah. But from what the conversations were saying, it was basically like he's toxic, so she's just trying to catch up. When we seen how she been acting now,
I disagree.
Listen, but at first everybody was kind of vilifying Blueface, like this is what he made of her.
They were.
And now she done flipped the script because it seemed like she been acting way worse without him and with him now.
Oh yeah.
She threw man's chair. And then was like, you got money, you can get it. And then was punking man's like, you better dance to his music. Knowing damn well.
The way she was chewing that pizza, she's been in the penitentiary.
Look at
y'all seen that?
You don't learn how to chew pizza.
It's the crazy. It was crazy.
You don't learn that out of nowhere. She was raised like that. All that Imani was like, oh my God, I loved her. She was acting like that too now.
Shout out to Imani.
Like she can't talk. Shout out to Imani, but damn.
Yeah,
she didn't see that coming either. That's not my fault.
Yeah, she probably is.
That's not her fault, no, but she a villain in her own right. No, and we got two toxic people together, and it's not gonna end well.
Yeah, I was real quick. I was watching some interview they was on embarrassing me, and she was like, somebody asked her like, hilarious. How do you feel that he's a dad? You know, how do you feel about that? It was like it was Angela Yee asked, how do you feel that he's a dad? She said, he's my daddy too. Oh, okay.
You know what? Okay, so I'm gonna say how I feel real quick about Chrissy Teigen and Blueface. Like obviously, when we first heard about the situation, we definitely just jumped on him like, oh, he the problem. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's
because we've seen him more of what he's been doing. His internet antics.
Absolutely, we saw what he was doing, but now we see like her side of it too. Like, and I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was gonna take Blueface. I was like, oh yeah, she crazy, she the problem, but. I mean, like, if you really if you still dealing with it, that means it's something about that you like. So I'm not absolving him at all. Yeah. So you like this type of stuff. So
it's weird.
I feel like whatever you get is what you deserve.
And it's gonna get worse because they making money out of it now. She doing like, was she in Minneapolis a couple weeks ago?
Yeah,
doing an appearance. Like she's making money now because ain't nobody listening to Blueface music. But she's giving it all to him. I know, but he's not making music. And that means he's not making money off of music. And he signed like 4 different labels, signed to another person. He said like he sounded like Cash Money West or something like that. That sounded like Kanye West child. Anyways, but she's doing these appearances, so she's like the hot one now. So now she's making money. Now he's getting money. So he's like, I'm finna ride that.
You don't gotta do all that.
Yeah. She don't. But again, they in it together now. Yeah.
And love.
That's love. I don't want it.
It's a type of love. I don't know what that love is.
Yo, man, look, I don't know much, but I do know this. If Jeezy pay LeBron, I'm paying Dwayne Wade. That's all I know. But look, speaking of basketball, I wanted to talk about the Chris Paul situation. You know, Kanye. We can't go do an episode of the podcast without talking about Kanye at least once. He insinuated, if you will, that Chris Paul and Kim had relations.
The way everybody just side with
it's because we
okay, this is just on the topic of Chris Paul and Kanye. This is all just what we talking about.
Let's talk about it.
It's funny.
It was.
I just don't believe it.
It's hilarious.
It was so funny.
But knowing the Kardashians, which I think black men just need to stop this. Whether you just hitting or trying to get into a relationship, y'all gotta leave the Kardashians alone.
That's a big fact.
I think it's more true because Devin Booker hitting the sister.
Yeah, which one is he dating? Kendall?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because Travis Scott with Kylie.
Kylie.
It don't even matter. Look, I'm going to say, I feel like Kanye's just trolling at this point because, you know, it's been out there now ever since with him losing all the deals and all that stuff, and him saying negative things about people of a certain culture. So I don't know, man. I just don't know what to believe in him no more.
But everything he said, what does he have to lose on this one though?
But why?
Or the game.
Like, y'all been divorced, so we talked about this early in the year. They've been divorced. She was dating Pete. Why you wouldn't be like, what I'm saying? I guess the timing of it.
But he was coming at Pete.
The timing of it was like, why?
But someone brought up a picture. Remember when Drake was on the Certified Lover Boy promo tour? He had his boys. They was all wearing Chris Paul jerseys. Name me 5 people that own a Chris Paul jersey that's not named Chris Paul.
I don't know.
They had Chris Paul jerseys on all different teams. So that means Drake knew.
Yeah.
No, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. He just throwing stuff
of
out.
all people, Chris Paul.
It didn't really happen.
Well, look, see, this how I'm gonna kind of debunk what DeVille said, because Kanye went on Drink Champs and said that Drake smashed Kris Jenner too. So,
I thought you said Bruce Jenner.
No, not. Hey, I ain't say that. That was Double D.
My bad.
But no, like Kanye be saying stuff. That's what I'm getting to. My point of, like when he said the whole Chris Paul thing, like he insinuated that Drake smashed Kris Jenner. So, like for me, bro. Okay, even if Drake, I wouldn't put none past Drake.
Look at his track record.
But come on, man. Like, what do you gain from that? You know
anybody spiritual at all? Anybody spiritual? Yeah. I don't know. Like how I've been thinking. Like I'm someone who I'm gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I support Kanye West only because like it's so weird how this world works. There's like a reality. There's another type of reality, and then there's what they show us. Kanye been saying a lot of reckless stuff, but I feel like the fine print that people aren't going to pay attention or read to is he's trying to say that he's in a like spiritual warfare type of situation where he needs to get out, and it's to the point where it's affecting his real like reality of life, his family, all that. Like he's trying to get people to pay attention by saying the stuff that's going to get their attention, because this world is kind of really low on how they see things. It's just, the internet said this. Why they really would say that? Like I can't believe this is going on, but whole reality behind it is like you have a almost could be music legend saying this is what they've been doing with my life. Right. But to get y'all attention, I gotta sit here and say Black lives don't matter. I gotta sit here and say the stuff that's gonna be like, oh, why would he do that to the Black community when it's like he trying to get our attention? Maybe that's just me, but that's
I think there is some truth in what he is saying. Obviously, he's been saying some outlandish stuff.
Very outlandish.
Wild.
I'm not gonna say what religion it is.
So it hurts.
That's what he said. And I'm not gonna say what religion I'm talking about, but I'm talking about Jewish people. Like, why would you say that?
Kanye wild. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'll put it like this: if I was paying, $200,000 a month on child support, I'd probably say some wild things too.
Look, crazy in the child support.
Yeah. Oh man, look, ain't she a billionaire too? Ain't she? I don't know. I ain't counting Kim Kardashian buckets, but isn't she like she's also a billionaire?
He's a billionaire.
That's what I'm saying. Well, not anymore technically, but.
And they need all types of security and private school. I got a kid, so that's how I know. Like that 20,000 ain't really doing that.
I'm just saying, man. Like. That's actually wild. 4 kids, you paying $200,000 a month. They say
a month. Yeah, I feel like you can that out.
What type of lifestyle are you trying to maintain? She making money too. Like what she like? Look, that's a whole nother story. But
we're going into tangents now.
Right. But imagine having Kanye West as a baby dad or a baby mom to Kanye West. Imagine having
Kim Kardashian as
a big right.
Your baby mom.
Doing the most and always acting out and making himself.
Come on, man. Imagine Kim.
We can play tit for tat all day. Kanye West and everything like that, but Kim Kardashian at the same time got her.
You can't have no normal life as Kim Kardashian, your baby mom.
Yeah, okay.
It's
they not normal life.
You can't both not.
I don't be fucking acting.
Yeah,
they both not. So yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
And then
I don't know. I feel like they was good. It wasn't like it was all bad.
I feel like it worked.
No, it wasn't all bad.
It was good, but it went bad real quick.
It was probably bad. She was probably stressed out trying to cover up for him. Yeah. Who knows? He was probably stressed. He changed her. Like he made her like this.
She's so angry
icon.
Now. Yeah,
she look like she's like needs a sandwich.
No, she's real angry now. Like all the little clips I be seeing on like TikTok and stuff is just her always fighting somebody or like getting mad at her sisters. I'm like,
she definitely fought her
she's
sister.
out somewhere.
Yes, girl, that was funny.
Yes, there's foundation on the wall.
Shout out to Courtney
because they were fighting each other.
Courtney's the only one that got like a maintained relationship right now out of all of them.
But look, they probably gonna ruin that.
She pulled her own baby out her coochie. I don't know.
Give her the cat noise. We edited it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so forget them. Let's talk. Thank you. Forget them. Let's talk about something more positive. Since we've been here last, we was talking about the Brittany Griner situation. And now she's free, you know what I'm saying? So drop a bomb on that, Lucky. But, actually both BGs are free. Low key, you know what I'm saying? The rapper BG, salute. And then Brittany Griner's free. So I want to know, and I'll start with you, honey. Where were you when you got the news? And then what did you initially think about, the swap to get Brittany free?
I don't know where I was at. And I really don't know, to be honest. I never really read up on it.
You didn't follow him? Okay.
But I do feel like they was trying to keep her captive or something, she was in Russia, you know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Facts.
I don't really know.
By the way, before I let Dodie go, don't nobody go to Russia. You black, don't go to Russia.
Ain't nothing in Russia for us.
It's nothing. No. That was off of a cart? What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Don't gotta go. You don't gotta go.
Ain't nothing there.
Nothing.
Go ahead,
it's cold. I was reading that it only is sunshine 2 days out of the year.
That's actually trash.
It's different to be in Russia.
No,
I don't know why you'd want to do that.
They just wake up ooh, another cold day.
Just live here.
Love it here.
Just live here.
Let's go wrestle some bears, yo.
Drink vodka.
So how did you feel about it?
I was so happy when she was free. I remember where I was at. I remember reading oh my gosh, finally, and watching a documentary of her getting on the plane and not knowing am I going to be okay? Do you know where you're going? She was like, no, I don't know where I'm going. You're going home. That's sad. Imagine. She's been gone since February, and it's almost February.
Right, yeah.
So that's really sad.
Yeah.
Who knew her voice was that deep?
I didn't. I look at messed with the WNBA.
I was watching her since she was in high school.
Yeah. I watched WNBA games too.
Yeah. I was watching her since high school because she was dunking on cats in high school.
But did y'all hear the tea about?
She talked like this.
Did y'all hear the tea about her having them twins by that other basketball player?
I didn't actually.
So she had twins with one of her other teammates via surrogate, and she has to pay child support. So she owes a lot of money in child support because she's been away in Russia. I feel like that's messed up.
You funny, man.
But she's not even biologically; those are her kids. But just the fact that she agreed.
How does that even work? Because she's a woman too.
Yeah, but they agreed to have babies together.
I'm not gonna ask.
Gotta read the fine line in the paperwork, probably. So
but the thing is,
me.
The thing and how I felt about it was, I'm relieved that she's home. I feel but it might be problematic that we just sent a war demon back to Russia.
I was waiting for people to highlight the fact that
I was gonna say because the trade, if we doing we grading the trade, it wasn't a great
it was a terrible
trade off because low key they still got people over from where I read that. Everybody that got arrested they just gave one person back. It was Brittany Griner. But this dude he's a war, he's for guns.
He's
it's crazy.
Building stuff. That's not a good idea.
And he has a lot, apparently he was already a part of a bunch of plans before he went to jail. So he just has the answers from what I've researched. And I'm
oh great.
Basically, we lost the trade low key, even though we got her back.
Or they just did that on purpose. Yeah. Because there's no way, the whole case from jump was already just this don't even make no sense. It does because
it does
laws, but it really never ever made sense. So now for her to be there for so long and then she's just thankfully released. Yeah. But who did they just trade? It's it doesn't it don't add up. The sentences don't add up.
Yeah.
Joe Biden, daddy, what you doing?
Money bag Joe.
That made me tired.
Shout out to Money Bag. Honestly, granddad's sleepy. That's all I'm gonna say. But DeVille, what were your initial feelings when Brittany Griner got released? Excuse me.
I had just turned on ESPN and they was talking about breaking news and everything. So I was happy. You can play the game there's issues with it, and they got the Lord of War, the arms dealer and everything like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, she shouldn't have been in the situation that she was in the first place.
No.
But if you want to actually, think about it, I'm just glad they actually highlighted the black woman that was in jail and brought her home instead of, because you'll find a problem in anything. There's, Marines and everything over there that they could have brought home and stuff. They decided to make the black woman the person. So whatever,
she back, so it's a small.
They probably got man's tagged all up too with mics and wires and everything. If he decides to slip up, we got you before. We're gonna get you again, fam.
I feel like that's so sad that that's what we have to.
It sucks that it had to have been
finally. That's
we finally free to slip. That's what it's giving. Why you
they gave us one?
Yeah,
I'm glad it was hard, but
give her the Jamaican air horn for that, Lucky. That's crazy.
That was insane. And then I always like to talk about the conditions because that was wild. She's 7 feet tall.
Yeah, absolutely.
It
wasn't comfortable.
And don't know the language. She's a gay woman. She's mass presenting. So they're already like, man, what? Right. They don't like gay people. They don't like black people. They don't like tall people. All of those things, and she's in that area for almost a year, bro.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing?
No, for real. But no, I'll definitely say, for me, I'm glad she's home. You know, we'll take a win if we can get it. You know what I'm saying? So drop a bomb for both BGs.
They might drop a real bomb.
Yeah, there you go. Give her a little boost.
We ain't scared of no Russia. You can't even handle Ukraine, fam. We ain't scared of Putin. Y'all over there having problems with Ukraine. You can't take them. You can't take us. What's up?
Oh man, hold on.
So look, we're gonna change directions. We're gonna change directions. I don't want that smoke, man. I don't want it. I saw Rocky IV. I don't want the smoke. So look, we're gonna get into this first topic because I've been waiting for this. That's a fact. I've been waiting for this topic, man. Because I'm glad we got all three of y'all here, because this is for y'all. Like, this ain't for me and DeVille. Yeah. So I want to know, the first topic is, what's the difference between applying pressure versus being a full-on stalker? And Double D, I'll start with you.
Don't start with me.
Don't start. Okay.
Let's go with Honey.
Yeah. What is it? Y'all be saying
she was locked and loaded.
Yeah. She got no suit. So
let's go.
Because y'all be saying
this is information for us.
Yeah. Y'all be saying you ain't applying enough pressure, but when the pressure gets applied, then it changes. You know what I'm saying? So what is that line?
Okay. I feel like boom. For example, like if I'm talking to right, and we decided that we wanted to talk to each other, I would expect for you to apply the pressure. Like, let's be serious.
But what does that mean? What does that entail?
Hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
But if I'm letting you know, like, I'm not really interested in you, and you just steady, commenting on my story and da, like, okay, now you're doing the most. Like,
it's the ick.
It's us being grown, because we all grown, right?
That's a fact.
And it starts with conversation, like having good, stuff like that. So I feel like if I'm letting you know I like you, I like you. If I'm letting you know I don't like you, I don't like you. So I guess it's really all up to you on what you want to do with that information. You know what I mean?
But can you go from you don't like them to if they apply enough pressure, then you kind of feeling
definitely. But I feel like when you first have a conversation with a person, you know how far it's gonna go. You know what I mean? So
you can have a good sense of it.
Exactly. So
nowadays you love you kind of don't, because people really be putting out that
they do be projecting.
False advertising. So I get that, but I feel like we grown. I guess it depends on the situation.
Okay, I feel you. Okay, let's try to paint a situation then. All right, you posted a fire picture, and then somebody comment on your
swipe up.
Yeah, swipe up. They be like, hey, you looking good. I'm trying to take you out. You've seen this person before. He's already on the fence.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there's a lot of, and I'm gonna say this because I used to do the same exact thing. Ladies, don't eat me up for this. I feel like there's a lot of women who really don't give chances. Like, their first thing is, I'm not giving a chance.
I'm like,
it's like, if you want to figure out, like, I used to do the same exact thing where I'm like, don't be weird with me. Like, I could tell if a man want to give effort, but there's men out here who, they on the same type of thing we on, which is, it's not no disrespect of not applying pressure. It's more like, how I know you're even going to give me a real chance? You know what I'm saying? Or how do you know you're going to keep it 100 with me? Like, it's little things. I feel like if you can just date, if our society understood, go on dates. Dating is your way to figure out what you actually want, what you actually like. You're not going to know if you with this person unless you actually sit down and you're like, okay, let's have a date. You could tell by the first 15 minutes in the day, okay, you don't communicate that well. You don't really have
definitely.
Go on the date first at least. Don't just shut it down.
Get rid of Jamaican air horn, Lucky. That's crazy. Look, okay. Who else did y'all two win, right? And then you say how you felt.
I didn't think you finished.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you finish about
what?
Applying pressure
versus... You're
going
to set up a situation.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I was just saying because every situation is different. So I'm trying to figure out a specific thing. But I feel like the difference between being, being creepy?
A full-on stalker versus applying pressure.
Like applying pressure.
Whatever that means.
I'm all for, I'm a grown woman, for real. I'm about, communication. Yeah. So I'm very upfront with what I need, and I expect for the person that I'm talking to and interested in to be that same way. So if I set expectations. So if I'm talking to somebody, I really like you. I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you more. You go the whole day without texting me.
Oh, bye.
Weird. And it hit you up at 12 o'clock. Sorry, I was busy all day. Nah, that's out. But if you're texting me every hour on the hour, that's creepy. Like, there's boundaries.
But like,
you want to communicate a person, but they don't. But you can't communicate.
Oh my!
Zoom in, bro. Like
what? But
I can't wait to edit this.
Really?
Oh my God.
If I don't know you,
really, yeah.
But he's trying to get to know you.
Trying to get to know each other.
Yo, I'm so glad you're here.
Okay, but that's
I feel like I got
that gotta be.
Look, she got the arms crossed. Look at that. See your body language. She doing this.
Think about it. You can't get mad at somebody for like texting you constantly. If you're not saying nothing, like if we're grown, if the first day you do that, I'm gonna let you know, hey, I'm either a busy person, so whenever it comes to the daytime, my texting might be out of whack.
Set the precedent though.
Like, let him know that. If he keeps doing it after that, then okay, now you're not respecting the fact that I told you that's my boundary. Why you? Yeah.
I gotta really think about it because I'm in a relationship. Hey, babe. I'm in a relationship, and I gotta think back to the dating world. Like, it's crazy out here. I don't know how y'all.
No facts.
I don't know how y'all surviving.
Yeah.
But like, it's always I used to ghost people. Not good. Yeah. That's why I feel like I need to communicate now and be over communicative because I don't like that feeling. I wouldn't want to do that to someone else. I feel like that's icky, and that's not fair, right? So I communicate with people, but I get you being fake. You don't want to talk to me no more? You want to F with me no more?
What kind of ghosting, though?
Completely.
You'll
like
never
no contact
at all.
Just silent.
You'll never hear from me ever again.
I feel like we should actually start normalizing being okay ghosting. Because there's situations.
Don't you want to know why?
I would.
Most of the time, before we ghost someone, we know why. And there's probably things that it's like very obvious as to why we ghost. Unless it's just like you was talking to them for fun. You didn't really have no.
You ever get that ghost receipt though? That ghost receipt where it's like, hey, you could have just let me know a little bit about why you ghosted me.
What about letting you know? You know what I'm saying? Because if we got to come back and talk about something that you probably knew and now because most of the time when you ghost someone, they'll put more pressure after you've ghosted them. They know why you ghosted them. They just didn't make it a big deal. They didn't care on your end.
This is why I don't talk to girls like you. And like,
what? Like you were sitting here probably not having good communication, probably going hours and hours not saying nothing. Especially if we're trying to build something, you're gonna know why I ghosted you.
But I feel like to improve men because y'all are trash.
We're gonna make this about us.
Y'all are trash. Maybe to improve this sex, we should start telling them why they're trash. So then the next woman won't have to deal with it.
But they know.
I've been ghosted and given a reason for something that another woman likes, though.
Yeah. They know, but they be like, well, she didn't tell me. So men don't know until you tell them. They don't know.
No offense. Love my men.
Love y'all down, no.
Y'all all kind of do the same exact thing. And all the girls have the same exact reason to why y'all don't be
Can you tell me what that is?
Please.
I want to know.
Tell the cast.
Yeah, I was like, please. I want to know.
Why are men trash? 500 or 5 reasons.
Okay, well, the ones you were like thinking about specifically.
My number one, and I'm coming from a shout out to my spiritual girls who really be deep in connection, God, and all of that. My number one thing about why men are trash is a majority of them are not in tune with their feelings and don't want to talk about the little things that hurt them from a childhood. And instead of trying to address that, they turn that into their demons and they use their demons to be their excuse as to why they don't want to grow, heal, and change because they're afraid of change, but they're not. They know they can do it, but they don't actually go after it.
Did that hit you?
No, not really.
So
I just want to do like a physical representation of that. I don't trust bitches. Why? Because a woman, when I was in 6th grade, kissed my bro.
Yep. Or my mom used to do a lot of things that I didn't address with her, and now I still love her, but
that's why
so the first argument, you act like a little. I swear to God, you men let their feelings out.
Yeah, we can't win.
We can't win because there's women that have told them say your feelings and everything like that. Then they use that against you in the first argument, the first time, and then they break you down. So that is why men have these walls and guards up because we can't talk about these things with you.
I would only disagree because y'all argument is like, oh, y'all always throw it in our face, we throw it in our face, but look. As a woman, we are coming from a love when we tell you.
You're really aggressive with your hands.
No, this is my. I wish if men understood this or like in a different way, not a like, well, women do this and y'all no. If it's from the fact that as a woman, we're gonna tell you about that because we've realized you might not see that's your problem. Okay. So when I sit here and I tell you, okay, well, not sitting here and being like, oh, you a that's different. That's a whole aggressive form of communication. But if I sit here and I tell you, babe, you have a tendency to forget things, or you have a tendency to be inconsistent in starting projects. Most of the guys would deflect and be like, why are you coming for me? Why are you not supporting me? This like isn't how I want to hear you say it.
Yeah, that would be his problem because he needs to take that information and learn from it. And then if it's a constant thing, then it needs to be addressed.
But now you're not going to get that with every woman, and you're not going to get that
because you're going to be on a shorter leash. You're going to be on a shorter leash with women because they're like, no, I've dealt with this before. Nah.
Some people you're not just gonna get that. You're not gonna get what you need.
Yeah. So okay, let's get back to the topic because we kind of went off on a tangent. Look, originally what I asked was what's the line between being a full-on stalker versus somebody applying pressure? Because that's where at the end of the day, that's where it all kind of like I guess comes from. So we want to know from y'all like what is that line? Like where is it like overboard? I guess
because it can be different for all of you, obviously.
Yeah, because we went off on bashing men for a second, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I can take. We need to hear this. Hilarious. We need to know why y'all do that. We need to know what's applying pressure. We need to know that. So.
Yeah.
Please, what is that line? I want to.
Because it can get crossed lots of time.
Realistic pressure is important too because we can't expect like these expectations that we're seeing on social media from regular that we know, right? Yeah. So I can't expect for you to give me like a room full of roses and flowers like Moneybagg Yo does the art. Like that's just
not keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the number one answer to that is really like. Like your standard.
Okay.
Know like your standard. Because it's like, even with that, there's a man who, it might not be what you're used to, but he'll wake up one day and be like, hey, I want to spoil her. Here's $500, all this extra stuff. And there's other men who, they might not be buying you a whole Birkin bag, but they're buying you some nice food. You know what I'm saying?
Like that they're trying what they can.
They're coming from what they want to present to you as pressure. So... trying to give a list of like this is applying pressure and this not, it just might depend on the person.
Yeah, the person. Too. Okay, so it depends. I like
what do you think, honey?
I agree.
Okay, so yeah, because that's what we getting you with the whole you're not applying enough pressure, but I guess the extreme of it is you being like a stalker because. For somebody that's out there, they might think, "Oh, I'm applying pressure. Like I'm doing what you said." So
right,
it's tricky. You guys, like, what would you? Okay, if you guys say you want to apply pressure to, like, what's y'all's? Let me apply pressure.
You want to go first of all?
No, you can go first.
Okay, so me personally, I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of like I'm a one shot deal type of guy. Like I'm gonna give you one chance or maybe two. Maybe two chances. So, like, say if no, for real. So, let's say, like, I invite you on a day, like, hey, can we hang out or something? Say you cancel. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Stuff happen. But, like, for me, if it happened more than once, like, you know what it is. I'm just like, look, this is cool. Like, it just may be bad timing for us, but, like, I'm not going to keep playing, you know what I'm saying, playing this game. Like, so me personally, I give you a couple chances and I'm done. I'm not going to waste my time because I'm big on, like, you got to reciprocate that energy somehow. Yeah. Even if you do, like, if your life busy right now or hectic. Really like, if you really wanted this, you would put the same effort out there. Exactly. So, yeah, if you ain't reciprocating the energy, I'm giving you one chance. Like, and after that, like, look, I don't want to disrespect my time.
I give you two if I like you.
I'm already bad with time management. I'm not finna how you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ain't finna keep messing up what I got going on. Yeah. So
y'all take that so personal.
I don't believe in one.
You're not finna. Like, I tried 2 times.
I don't believe in like one sided. Like I need to go and step over lines and everything like that. If you feel like you want to be chased, like I'm not the one to do it.
Right.
Like I want a little bit of effort out of it. Like I want you to actually feel like I'm being liked as well. Like I'm not gonna go above. I'm not gonna go above my means to like try to woo you. Like
absolutely.
This ain't
why not though?
This ain't medieval times where I need to chop off some heads and bring the king some horses and cows in order to profess my love. Like listen, like
our olden days, it was. May the best man win.
Okay, let me tell y'all something.
People died that way.
That's a fact. Yeah. Let me tell y'all something. I'm
not in competition with nobody.
I'll be 28 in a couple days.
Oh,
you can drop a bomb on that. I'll be 28 in a couple days. I've been chasing women for at least half my life. You know what I could have done with all that time? I could have helped cure cancer by now. But the thing I've learned in this journey is that y'all, hey, for real.
Could have been on the team, yeah.
I could have did a lot more with that time. What's that, the 14 years of my life that I wasted time with female, not waste time, but spent time with women. I could have used that time way more usefully. What I would say in all that time is that I learned that it's all different in every situation. It's different. So I just gotta understand that it's not a regular
before
thing.
You went looking.
We never know what we looking for.
That's how.
I feel like that's kind of crazy to me.
Because you ladies are all different, right? I would have to approach all of you in a different manner.
Or
how about you just know what
definitely true, but I feel like if you know what you're looking for, then it's not going to be too hard.
Yeah, but I'm not going to come the same way because then that comes all men. I'm getting asked the same questions from all these men.
Wait.
Y'all ain't never heard that before? All the same people telling me the same thing.
I have.
You got to be different. That means I have to approach all differently.
No, it's more different in your own. It doesn't mean
I'm not putting up a fake self.
True.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of men hold on to this thing of like, and this is just off of past experiences, they hold on to this image of what they think this specific woman they're looking at might be into. And when it's like a lot of us females, we might have what we like, but if you come in as you and we find out we like that, then what I wanted might not be, hey, maybe what I need. You know what I'm saying? Like what we want might not be the same thing.
And then you pretending to be this person and then you got to keep up this thing.
And that's what we were talking about. If you want me to put up game from the last couple episodes ago, like you want, like it's projected that we got to put up a fake self in order to break down that wall to be able to talk to you, and then
women have to do that too. And then once you get in, it's like all this mess. We're in a room full of mess. What happened in here? What is all this trauma? Like,
or like a lot of men are looking for that. Like what they see is what they think already is. So once it comes to like trauma, it's like why are you even bringing this here when that's where you leaving from can still carry on to where you going
if you didn't do the work.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like what we all getting at is that you gotta kind of be yourself and like come in and just be the real you so that it all works out.
And if you ick, you just ick. Keep it pushing, fellas.
But I think we should start. I just feel like we got to start communicating in a nice way with the people that we're talking to on what they're doing wrong. Cause like I'm an advocate for it. If that's trash, tell him he's trash. Don't make fake noises.
But be specific in what he's trashing instead of just telling him he's trash.
No, tell him what he's wrong. Tell him what's wrong with him so we can fix it.
But fellas, take that with a grain of salt because I've been told reasons why one person won't talk to me, the reason another girl does talk to me.
Right, exactly.
So take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, they not the ones for you. Just keep it pushing on to the next one and, just try to be better.
Absolutely. Okay, so this next one I'm really, really interested in what y'all got to say on this. So I think the topic was, is social media the reasons that most relationships fail? And was it better prior to these days when there was no social media? So whoever wants to go first on this one.
Me, what?
Yeah, what do you think?
I can't say it's better.
Do you think it's why most relationships fail now?
I think it's an issue just because so many people are trying to keep up with the Joneses. They're looking at one couple and they're looking at the other couple. Like when I go to the gym, I see people like wearing matching Gymshark, taking pictures and stuff like that.
Is crazy.
And they probably get in the car and start arguing. But on TikTok they're hugging and happy
drop a
and
ball
stuff like
that.
that. They doing push-ups together and putting cute music on. But when they get in the car, it's like I hate you too, and everything like that. So they're putting up like false pretenses what other people are trying to aspire to be. So I think it definitely gives a negative notion to it. It's probably a big proponent and why relationships don't last because what I see on Instagram or what I see on Facebook when I was talking to you is not who I'm seeing in real life. And then you're just setting yourself up for failure.
Right.
But I can't say it's better or worse just because I think we all grew up in the age of the internet and social media. Before MySpace came out, I don't think any of us were dating. At least I hope.
I know I was.
Because it was probably a single digit age, So I can't speak on the other ones because it was probably the same thing, just not social media or what an issue was.
No, for real. So May Dog, what do you think? So the question was, are relationships, is social media the reason why most relationships fail, and was it better prior to social media? I guess for the dating scene.
It is like a reason, but I also feel like it's like a fake reason a lot of people give because when you kind of think about it, and I'm only speaking from my own experiences, being in a relationship is a beautiful thing, and you have two factors of it where it's like there's people out here who they love like sharing what they have, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they love like, hey, this is what, and not even to like strangers, but like to family members, like, hey, this is what I'm doing with my family. Like we took this trip, we did that. And you have so many people who are so like hurt and like hateful that it's just like they see a beautiful couple and to them it's just like, ugh, why you guys
tear it down?
You know what I'm saying? Like it just runs to that bad like negativity rather than like like that's such a beautiful thing. And in this society, even aside from making it look good or look pretty or whatever the case is. It's like people make it seem like even because they look good on social media, they can't have bad days or they can't have like hurtful moments between them and stuff like that. And then don't even get me started about this whole no face, no case, this is stuff. Like all of that, like all of those things just really root from like what discipline and respect not only do you have for your partner but for yourself. Like I don't care if my man can sit here and tell me like you the one I want and I don't see a girl on there and I'm not gonna stop and do all the extra stuff, like then it's like, okay, you have no self-discipline for yourself. It's not about me. Then you don't have no discipline for you.
You don't know how many times I've been Wizard Kelly on the low. Like I just from the neck down. I was like,
once you make a video on Snapchat and just save it.
No, you
just
know,
a chest, just a chest
just the chest. You just see the arm in the picture with the, you know what I'm saying, the snap. Just like, oh yeah, there's somebody there. She ain't alone. So same question. That would be. Is social media the reason most relationships fail, and was it better in the past? Before,
I think there's a lot of like flexing, like
for
was
sure,
talking about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I personally feel like with me, I just took a break. I took a break a while ago, like before things started getting like, what was that, like 2012, 2013? Like I took a break off of. I'm old. Took a break off of social media, and then it was kind of hard for me to get back into it. So now, like when I'm having authentic moments with my partner, to have to pull out a camera and go it's so weird to me because I want to enjoy it in real time. Like
want to have it between you two.
There's something about being spontaneous.
It feels unauthentic to me, at least. To
like,
be
look,
like,
be happy.
Yeah, like
it's like a hostage. It's like you're a hostage with like a smile in the back. Like,
it's weird for me. So I wish that we would have more authentic moments on the internet. So like the actual couples that we were seeing were actually couples, but I do see a lot of things where it's like, y'all don't really like each other for real. This is for views. Y'all getting the money, and that's fine. But like,
they're not transparent about it
because then kids grow up and they see these relationships, and they're like, these are the expectations that we have to have. Like, this is what we need. We need to play pranks on each other about cheating.
Man, for real.
Like, what is that?
I need to walk into the house and see my girlfriend with a doll, and they go, "Oh no, baby, I'm just playing." And ha ha ha.
Like, we didn't have that growing up. Like, we didn't see that, so then we didn't really think nothing of it. But these kids now, they're like developing into that. So now for Christmas they want a like a content creator pack, and that's great. But like I don't want them to have unrealistic expectations, and I think that's what's happening. So that's
for sure.
Yes, I agree.
So same question.
I agree.
Yeah, you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel like I'm in that era, so I can't really say much. I feel like, but yeah. For me, like I always watched my mom and dad been married throughout my whole life, so I do have that, expectations to have that, but it's 2022, so I don't know, but I definitely agree with the both of y'all.
Yeah, I would say for me, because me and my mom actually talked about this too. I was telling them like, because I kind of put, I don't want to say I put a wall up because I don't think it's that, but I'm not. I kind of keep everybody at arm's length. People I care about, I would say, like, just because I don't want like us to fall out over nothing stupid. Like I'd be like, man, half the time it's not even worth it with certain situations that pop up. But to answer the question, I would say this isn't back then, because they was cheating back then too. It wasn't broadcasted.
You just weren't getting added on. It was Instagram.
It was. I would say
your message name blew up.
They made songs about it. Like, it was wild.
I would say dating back then was probably safer. Just because, definitely. I mean, maybe it's kind of a double-edged sword with that too, because it was still a lot going on back then, but it wasn't as broadcast, obviously. Because with social media, if somebody catch you talking to another girl, you know what I'm saying, or if you a gentleman out here, like she could just be like somebody that worked there, but it's like, oh, I saw him doing such and such.
You embarrassing me? Like, that's
the line is like crazy now, like, cause it's different. I ain't gonna lie. You could be just mind your business. Like somebody could be asking you directions or something. Like, oh yeah, it's over here. They'd be like, yeah, look at this.
Got you on Twitter.
Yeah, look at that. Is he out here cheating? Like I was telling them
to the hotel room.
Right.
So it's tricky, man. I would definitely say that you gotta kind of watch out for the traps for sure. Because I don't know. I think social media is a big part of it. Obviously, it factors into who the two people are.
Yeah.
But I would say it doesn't help to broadcast your relationship because you open yourself up for that scrutiny. So,
but as a woman, I do like to be showed off every once in a while. Like,
facts, absolutely.
It's a good feeling, but
it's like a great thing. Even guys too. I feel like a lot of guys speak about how they don't get. I don't y'all post. They be loving that stuff for real.
They do.
We just want some appreciation at the end of the day. But you know, it's levels to it. You know, sometimes I don't want a phone always in my face when we're doing something intimate. But you know,
for real.
Yeah, like can we just enjoy this moment without you being like, wait?
But I mean, if we out and about and stuff like that, we snap some few fakes and everything.
Yeah,
you know that's cool. But yeah,
yeah, facts. So
it's applying pressure.
Oh my God, please, oh boy. So okay, the other topic was winner of 2022, and I'm gonna start with DeVille. Who did you think won the year?
This one was actually tough for me because I really did.
I think last year.
Yeah, I don't really know if I have any winners.
Okay.
Just because it was tough for me to think about.
I know what you mean. Yeah, it was tough for me to pick one too.
I got more losers than winners.
Facts, yeah.
Who did you guys like have winners though?
Did y'all want to go? Because I'll tell y'all mine if y'all need like I guess.
I need
winners for like certain things.
Sure.
2020.
You know, just I was winning
life. Who got the best year? Because last year I think I picked was it Drewski? Or
you said he had a good year.
Yeah, or no, Bobby Shmurda. That's what I said.
That was not a good choice.
It was absolutely a good choice. That's a fact. So for winners,
it's optics at the time. You know, he had just got out.
He was on fire. That's a big fact.
He wasn't doing but nothing but dancing and in the bag. You know,
a lot of hips. He was calling Shakira every episode because his hips was moving. Hey, look, I don't know about all that, but so okay. I got two that I'm really close on. So. I think
you didn't give our joke.
What did you say? I
said his hips were hot, boy.
The door.
Give it a Boosie for that, man. Come on, man. Okay, so
bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna log out.
Yeah, okay. So
it's fine.
Low-key, we talked about this in the group chat too. Double D's actually the main character of the story. We just all a bunch of NPCs.
That's my life, bro.
But so okay. So for the winner thing, I think it's between two people. I think you gotta give it to Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? I feel like her year.
She's been eating.
Her range was because I ain't gonna even front. Like I thought she was gonna be a one hit wonder, like the FNF, like it was gonna be for the summer or whatever. But like where she really bounced back with the Tomorrow and then the remix of Cardi. Like I can't even front. She got it right now. She won. You know what I'm saying? Then she won the BET Award or whatever. For
that was like
she on the move.
I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give it to her. And then this one was like a sleeper a little bit. I feel like it's more of an internet age, but Charleston White. I can't even front. He a wild dude. He say a lot of wild things.
Nah, you tripping now. No, I'm sorry. You tripping
I'm saying because I ain't saying he won because of what he's saying. I'm saying he won because he got
trajectory went up and he got notoriety.
Yeah, I'm saying he won.
He's winning in terms of knowing being
everybody knows a lot of people know now,
but not for what he's actually doing.
No, not accomplishments. I'm saying he went from the realms of being a nobody to like.
The dude that was beefing with T.I. and he pepper sprayed Soulja Boy. He was a proponent of snitching.
I don't look. I'm saying he's a sleeper. I think
first of all, I'm with you on that.
Okay, I'm saying Glorilla won
for infamy,
but I'm saying Charles White came. I feel like he had if not a winner, then he had most improved or whatever you want to say. Like something. He went from nothing to something. That's what I'm saying. 6 man, whatever.
Kevin Samuel walked so he could run.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's toxic. It's not good, but I'm saying the trajectory was crazy. He was literally nobody then. Every time I go on YouTube,
like you're giving advice though. Like he has some good messages.
I think he got some good stuff. It's just more bad and good. His bad is
highlighted more than
he's good for the bad.
He said a lot of good stuff. Then he'll be like, "I'm for black people, but I shoot this." You know what I'm saying? This person if he gets some of my family, or like if they disrespect me, I'll make you in Miami. Right. So I don't know.
It's like he said that.
Yeah, he like Uncle Ruckus.
Exactly.
No relations.
Right. Yo, drop a bomb on that. But I say. For my answer, I'll go Glorilla. I think in terms of everything she accomplished, achievement, she got it. I'll give it to her for sure. Man, whoever want to go for whoever they think won this year.
I was gonna say Young Miami because she got Diddy. But did you just see that?
Is that a flex though? Like
no.
Cassie had Diddy too. You know,
she just had a baby on it. What is going on? And then she had the podcast.
I think Carisha pleases. I listened to it a couple times.
I know.
They both went separate ways, and one worked out better than the other. But then now it's just all tumbling down again.
It's bad. She's embarrassing me.
I don't know, man.
It's
so you saying Young Miami?
It's not her.
No, she had her and then
almost had it.
I thought she was doing good.
But you think she's just getting the bag now? You know,
she's embarrassed.
Like
herself.
relationships herself. Okay.
Yeah, he just had a baby.
Yeah, and she's screaming.
I love my man, my man.
But period, sis.
I think she getting.
Wow. Okay.
That's a lot of that. But okay, so
you think she pressed on it though?
No.
They said they was real bad.
Who would you say?
And then the man was real.
If you had to.
I don't know.
Or you could just say nobody to you. We could,
it's looking like a nobody.
This year was
It was a quiet year. It was a quiet year.
Okay, yeah, like I said, if I had to pick somebody, it would be Glorilla. But
Yeah, that's the one.
yeah, so okay. How about you?
For me, it'd probably be "Don't Call Me White Girl" podcast because she's been eating.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I watch her a lot. You put me on to her, yeah.
She's funny as hell, and she's just been doing her with the guests and like
She definitely making moves. I've been seeing her.
she definitely is. She's climbing up the ladder.
For sure.
What do you think, DeVoe?
He said nobody, I think. Right?
About Don't Call Me White Girl podcast?
I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Maydo, who do you think won 2022 this year?
Why you being weird to me? That one.
Who won?
Who would you say had the best year? I guess out of all people out there.
I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Glorilla. Like, I'm an artist, so as far as thinking about it, like, she's inspired. Me personally, I'm just really, really f***ing with it because the way her, like, sound is giving those girls who don't gotta sound a certain way, like, a window to talk. Sure. You know what I'm saying? So she's, like, running it right now. But as far as took a L.
Yeah, loser of the year, too.
Oh, losers, okay.
Yeah, we can get to it.
Some losers.
I'll tell y'all mine.
Okay, so like, well, one is he's this one spiritual dude who he's been. If you on TikTok, you know who Jamal is, but he's basically been like opening a lot of people's minds to like another reality of what we go through and stuff. And he apparently just came up missing, and you know how the government be with people and stuff. So a lot of the spiritual community has been like waiting to see what happens if they choose to like recycle him, clone him, do some weird stuff with it. But if any of y'all who don't know who it is, I would recommend y'all go look him up. He does give us a lot of knowledge. But as far as anyone else,
I'll tell y'all mine. Kanye West.
He lost it. He lost it.
I mean, but literally though.
Yay.
Yo, that's crazy.
It was a yes and no. He like,
that's
did he ever get like? Did they ever release him from like other stuff?
Well, yeah. So when I was saying loser, I meant like in terms of like he literally all the endorsements. You know what I mean? Everything.
Lost.
Like, yeah,
Pete Davidson lost too.
I think Kyrie a little bit too, but
he lost Kim Kardashian. He was hurt about that.
Kyrie,
as a close.
For
I think Blueface
just lost
Hitler
Nike.
thing.
I think Blueface a little bit too, but I ain't gonna talk about him and Christian.
I had the
no
baby.
The baby lost.
But the baby lost last year too.
But he lost this year.
He lost this year too. Okay. Yeah. I heard he was trying to give away free tickets.
Yeah, and he said he had a stack of tickets.
Wait.
And then they was like,
Olive Garden.
Yeah, Olive Garden kept coming back, and it was like, why is he coming back?
We already took our pictures. Like we got our pictures
at Olive Garden. He came for some breadsticks. I was like, I'm performing the show. Here's some tickets, and ain't nobody touched the bunch of them.
So y'all's, I'm going Kanye.
Just that he lost.
Travis Scott. Okay, I mean,
he did kill all them people.
But wasn't that last year?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not saying he's a winner this year at all because I think it was terrible. But yeah, that's true. I'm just saying he lost sort of like in the sense of the baby though. Like it was last year.
Look at Satan. He was singing their soundtrack to that.
You know what?
And I love Travis Scott.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. So the whole Boogeyman thing when he dropped that, he was talking about the Meg. Yeah, him and Drake, I wasn't feeling that, but I don't think Drake lost for that. Like I think that was some, cause what didn't I don't remember when the Baby album dropped, but that was before all the stuff when Drake was talking about lying about getting shots. He's still a stallion and all that. That
was corny of him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna talk about album of the year in a little bit, but no, that was if I had to pick somebody, it would be Kanye. So I said Kanye. You said
Ye too.
Yeah, you said Travis and
I said Kanye, but yeah.
Kanye, okay, so
Kanye, he lost everything.
Okay, literally lost everything. The divorce was final this year. It was everything. Paying $200K a month
with the University of Chicago, like University.
Yeah, they took his doctorate away from him too.
Yeah, that's
his honorary doctorate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what would you say too?
Ye and Nicki, because that Nicki, she been doing too much.
I didn't even think about that.
That's a good one.
Damn,
she's so grown.
Like, yeah, she's too grown to be doing
4 years old.
Somebody was like, "You're 40."
Girl, you're 40.
They said somebody just commented, "You're 40."
I didn't even think about that.
She's typing one small.
Embarrassing to me. Like,
she's typing
a whole child. Like,
she does.
Right.
Your son was a sex offender.
With a sex offender at that too.
It's a whole list on why she should be canceled.
You finna have the Barbies on us.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm coming.
But
stop.
Yes.
No, you know what?
It's her time, as you know. Like, man, it's getting time for you to take
you
a
think
break.
she need to go to the retirement home now?
Like, not that, but the way she's moving, she might be there faster.
You think she just needs to relax?
The way she's
if you want to release music, release music. But
on Twitter,
like, drop a few singles and features there, but
not with 6ix9ine and other offenders.
Recap 2014.
The fall from grace definitely isn't good for her right now.
Dramatic.
So yeah, it's bad. So okay, I do want to get to this and biggest moment of the year. Whoever wants to go first, I'll tell y'all mine. So I just get it out the way. To me, I was torn between two. I'm definitely going to answer the question though. Will Smith smacking Chris Rock with his front hand, back hand. Both hands.
And it was so long ago. And
it's still
there.
big. Yeah. So I'll say that.
That's
and then the second thing, the close second for me was Takeoff being killed.
Yeah.
But the reason I give it the biggest moment of the year because unfortunately rappers getting shot and killed isn't something new. You know what I mean? That's not nothing we haven't seen before. So I'll go with Chris Rock. Like that's when people think of 2022. That's what I think people go. Oh yeah, that was the year that Chris Rock and Will and Jada. So. For me, that's the biggest moment of the year. And DeVille, you can go.
I had the slap too.
Yeah, okay.
I think the Takeoff being killed, even with him being a rapper, is just because of how big the Migos were. And it was unfortunate because, as sad as it was, he was pretty much an innocent bystander.
No,
he wasn't even in the altercation, which makes it even worse. And Quavo got to live with that too. Yeah. And I think if there's any positive outcome, which was a terrible thing, and that kind of bring Takeoff back into the mix with whatever little beef that they had, because that sucks because they were still family at the end of the day, which I think that would make it huge. But I definitely do have Will Smith walking up and teeing off Chris Rock,
hard
and the fashion that he did.
That was
live
a
TV.
very disrespectful slap,
man. He cocked back till you seen that shoulder, and
I ain't gonna lie.
And then flapped his jacket as he walked back. You flapped the jacket. He
unbuttoned
the jacket is hilarious. Okay, I will throw this out there too, just for y'all, because I know y'all gonna answer next. I thought about the YSL RICO charge as well.
I'm still set about
But again, rappers going to jail. Not really something new. You know what I'm saying? It's not a new concept here. Yeah. So somebody getting slapped on stage at the Oscars is new.
That bothers me.
Yeah. I thought about it. That was in my head. I wanted to put that out there for y'all. But Mando, you can go. What was the biggest moment? Okay.
Biggest moment. I don't really know. I ain't gonna cap. I don't really have a biggest moment. Even the Will Smith stuff was funny, funny as hell. But I'll say but just probably Kanye stuff overall was pretty big.
That's real.
This whole year, and then it's only the biggest, right?
The biggest.
That's just me.
Yeah, I think being able to Kanye stuff because my first album I ever bought was Graduation. That was my first album I ever bought with my own money. And I loved my lunch money, but I really have passionate feelings about Kanye and his music and his artistry. But logging in every day and seeing what this man's finna say, you I
just stopped defending.
Yes,
I don't even look.
The fact when he was talking about how big Pete Davidson's penis is. And was yelling about it.
Move on to the next.
Yeah, that was insane. The fact that we can go back and look at that, this is the year. He He really lost it.
Yeah, he really snapped this year.
He really snapped.
Yeah.
But the slap, of course.
Yeah,
the slap was heard around the world.
So that's 3 for the slap. How about you, honey?
The slap and, like you said, Kanye. I don't know I'm gonna pray for him.
Man, that's crazy. So okay, I know we'll get to this real quick. So most important lesson we learned this year, and whoever wants to go first can go first. So yeah, I think the biggest. Oh, look, you got the notepad already.
Just so I remember, you know.
Yeah. Go ahead. So you can go first, DeVille. What was the biggest, most important thing you learned from 2022?
They pretty much come from like quotes that I tried to apply. One of them is "Get out of my own way."
Drop a bomb on that one.
Okay.
And the other one is a quote that I really took to heart. It's "Impossible is just unthinkable lying in wait." So if I'm ever apprehensive on a situation or a moment or anything like that, I know it's I know it's attainable. I just got to get out of my own way and know that I can get it. So
that's beautiful.
That's just me.
Oh, that's some Snapple facts right there.
I love that.
May
Dog, what was the biggest thing you learned from this year?
My biggest lesson I learned this year is don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. I feel like my biggest thing that I had to learn this year was like even from relationships, like friendship wise or any other wise, it's like the season you're in is not your forever life. It's literally just a season. Just like tomorrow is literally a completely brand new day to do the same and be the same exact person that you want to be yesterday. Like be a whole completely other person. But as far even as leaning into that, it's like just take time for yourself. Like figure out the life that you want to live despite the people that you have in your circle and around you, and stop comparing with the next person and realize that like the journey you're walking, God has specifically designed it for you, and even if it's something that's good or bad, like you're meant to be going through it. It's actually for a reason. So just keep pushing, keep having faith, keep praying, and keep figuring out who you are.
No, that's a fact.
I love that.
Double D, same question. Biggest lesson you learned this year?
Yeah, I think I have two, and it was similar to that one. It was faith. I just have to have faith because. Like, before I had, like, a lot of anxiety, depression. Like, I was really anxious. Like really, like, I don't know what's going to happen. I literally I can't worry about it. I have faith. Like, it's going to work out. And if it don't work out, I'm going to figure it out. Like, that's just how my attitude is now. Because if you acting like this, right, it's still... And the thing is still going to happen anyway.
That was just happening and you still like this.
And then you took yourself on this exhausting roller coaster for absolutely draining. It's so draining. I don't want to live my life like that. Things keep happening. Yeah. I got to keep living my life. So that's one thing. Another thing is just to say no. Yes. I've been saying no with no explanation at all. No. Yeah. Like, even to adults, because, as a black person in general, you have, like, this thing, you got to respect your elders, you got to respect older people. The answer is no. Yeah. I said no. I said no.
And when you get more comfortable with it, feels so good, too.
Not only that, that's setting boundaries.
Like, No. But why, though? Because no.
Just nah.
You don't owe no one.
I don't need to give you an excuse.
Nah.
I'm passing that on to my son, like, consent? No, I said no. And that's okay with certain things, obviously, but
for sure.
Those are my things.
For sure, the biggest things. Same question.
Just trials and tribulations. That's probably my thing. Like, everybody goes through their own phases, you know what I mean? So it's different if you're stuck there and you're not trying to get out of that situation. So that's why I say trials and tribulations. But yeah, that's probably my biggest thing. You gotta keep on going.
So yeah, for sure. For me, the biggest things I learned in 2022. I don't got enough time to get into all of them, but I'll give y'all 3. That stand out in my head. And the first one I already kind of knew, low key, but it definitely heightened during this year. I would say the first is that God talks to us all the time, and it's never like an audible voice, but He talks to us a lot. Like, it was things I was doing and people I was dealing with, and I'm not anymore. And ever since then, I've been having my way. So, it was kind of like God basically was like, oh, you done doing that over there? I bet. You know what I'm saying? He gave me the salt-based sprinkle of blessings. You know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciative from learning from those situations. The second thing is kind of personal to me, but it's that you should never feel bad about putting yourself first. Never. Like, yeah. And I will say the exception is if you got kids, obviously put your kids first. But like, I always put my, you know what I'm saying? I always put myself last. And that was from dealing with significant others to family and friends. Like, I wanted to make sure my people was good. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of person I am too. I wanted to make sure that they had what they needed and they were set. But the thing that they don't tell you in this life, man, is that you can never do enough for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never enough. Like, people will literally go from thank you to it's mine and hurry up. You know what I'm saying? The entitlement is crazy. So I don't place my faith in other people no more. I place my faith in myself and then G-O-D, you know what I'm saying? Like, because those are the two entities that I can believe in. That's a big word for the day, you feel me? Entities.
Intellectual out here, family.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, so yeah, that's the second thing. And the last thing is words are powerful. So I want to give y'all like a couple examples on that too real quick and we'll move on. But the first is that, let's say a man calls a woman ugly. Depending on their relationship, how well she knows them, or it could be a complete stranger. That could sit on her head for like hours, days, weeks, months, sometimes even years, depending on the person. Because depending on where she is mentally, she be like, damn, what if I'm, you know what I'm saying? It plants that seed in her head, like, damn, what if I am looking like this dude don't know me or he known me for this long? So it can really mess you up. Another example, let's say Double D, you and T-Baby, y'all son go to the same school or something like that, right? Say if I know a lot of staff and faculty there, I come to you and her like, hey, y'all know y'all science teacher, Mr. Stevenson? Yeah, bro, a whole pedophile pervert. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just watch out for him. Y'all understand the problems that could come with that? I could be lying through my teeth, but depending on how much you trust and believe in me, you're going to see it from my point of view. Like, right now, damn, where? Yeah, like, damn. Yeah, you're going to be like, damn, maybe.
She about ready to buy.
Yeah, you his pants. You'll be thinking about, like, damn, what if he is a person? You know what I'm saying? Because, again, it's that seed you plant. You know what I'm saying? You plant that seed in somebody's head. So that's why when I see people talk bad about the next person, I already know what it is. I'm like, oh, yeah, you buddy. Like, people don't understand, like, the words are strong. Like, you can't just be talking bad or whatever you say to the next person. You got to watch what you say. So that's one of the biggest things for me. Those are the biggest three, I should say. So God talks to us all the time. Never feel bad about putting yourself first. And words are powerful. You got to really watch what you say to people and about people. So those are the biggest things for me, for sure. So, yeah, let's keep it going. And we're gonna just keep it going. We ain't gonna do the break for this, I guess. So I'm gonna say the next topic. It is, let me see, the fan mail segment. Okay, so we'll do that. I sent you all that text, right? There's a young lady. I ain't gonna say her name. Let's say it's Lisa. She went through a situation and she wanted our advice on it. Look at me. Yeah, look, I knew you couldn't wait to talk about this. So okay, let me find I want to get it right. So I don't want to mess this up because this young lady, she need our advice. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough situation she going through. So we find the message. Yeah. Or do y'all when y'all got it? I don't remember. I put it. Okay, I got it. My fault. All right. So here's what the message reads. Synopsis. I called my boyfriend cheating, and he said he didn't love me for the last few months of our relationship. I'm not laughing at her, by the way. I'm laughing because it's a messed up situation. Okay, I'm sorry. Start over. Synopsis. I called my boyfriend cheating, and he said he didn't love me for the last few months of our relationship. All this while he let me sign a lease for a year when I could have done more so we can get a house. I met his family multiple times. Hung out with his mom. He let me get a second job so I could pay off his debt so we could get said house. Told me if I got pregnant, we would just get married. All this while I was asking him to slow down and he didn't love me. Master manipulator, period. There are more details that are kind of bad, but that's the rundown. I know it's a tale as old as time. And only in 7 months of knowing each other, he dragged me along at a lightning speed and I let him. So basically, okay, they're not. I will say this because I don't think I told you about. They're not together anymore. Good. But I want to know, I guess, what advice can we give Lisa going forward in this situation? I don't want to say her real name, just in case. But what advice can we give this young lady, and going forward after this situation?
I mean, for me, I feel like red flags are real, and she said that she already had told him that they were moving fast. So with that being said, like, if you already feel that deep within your heart or whatever, why go sign the lease? You know what I mean? Like, it's like certain So I'm not going to say, like, you put yourself in that situation, but you just know better for next time. You know what I mean? So it's life.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, Double D, do you have any advice for this young lady, I guess, going forward and such?
Yeah, Miss Lisa, I'm going to talk to you like you're one of my friends, because this is how... Like,
please do.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
You can't be... Sorry, no, it's nice. We have coochies. We don't got to do this. You know what I mean? We don't have to do this. Men don't do this to us. Like, the expectations that you have for yourself need to be so high, because realistically, working yourself in the ground, trying to buy a house, talking about pregnancy within the first 7 months when someone isn't reciprocating your energy, is it's not fair to you. You're not being kind to yourself. Yeah. And really, nobody deserves that much of you, you know.
No, for real.
And especially after 7 months.
It's self-love. Okay?
Yes, you gotta love you down.
That's a big fact.
And I feel like that was missing, and especially when he's not even, girl, no.
Yeah. No. When I got this message a while ago too, but we've been gone. So yeah, that's good advice. May Dog, same question. What advice do you give this young lady going forward? I guess
I want to talk to her the same way I talk to my friends, and my friends hate me for this because I am that bitch. I'd be like, no. Don't be acting like this.
Getting an extra job is like crazy.
That is easy. You feeling like a job application?
Forget even Lisa.
What's to take care of
you? Like I said, when I got the message and I sent it to y'all, I didn't get all the details, of course, but I didn't know like if he was working at the time too,
it don't matter. He got a second job.
Yeah, she got a second job to support them.
If you're a lady out here, like y'all, we got to be in our own bag. Like the same thing that a man can bring to that table, you better be able to have like your own. And I'm not saying because you have your own a man can't take care of me. No, do for yourself what you want a man to do for you, because happens nowadays. And if a man up and leave you, you don't want to be sitting there talking about, oh well, I thought this was gonna be forever, and I thought, like, girl, y'all get a place together, have your own place, do whatever until you're locked in married, because there should be no reason why you're sitting here now with things that you could have done for yourself. You're dealing with a little boy at this point, from what it sounds like, who was just really using you. And ladies, look out for that. Like, that's
square one.
Now you got to put in your 2-week notice for your part-time job.
Like, come on,
right? You could have had your own place. To be honest, forget him. But like, ladies, for real. Love yourself. Stop playing with these little boys. Like, get your standard and do not drop your standard for nothing. Because as lonely as it could be, there is a man out there that'll do everything you want plus more. Don't sit here trying to give no person really, and this is for people. Don't sit here giving people excuses to lower what you already know you deserve. That's out the window. But
you were that Travis Scott one time. Like, that's crazy.
I just did it. You don't got to do it.
DeVell was saying, but I guess, did you have any comments or?
I'm gonna come to you as nice as I can from a brother to a sister's like point of view. I'm gonna be empathetic rather than sympathetic, because I can't understand how you came to it, but I can feel for you. I'm gonna just say that I've probably had shirts longer than 7 months that I realized I didn't like after a while. So you definitely gotta. It's an experience that it happened. It sucks that it happened to you. But you can't do anything but know your worth, and for future relationships, pick up on those signs that you might have seen from the past relationship from dude, and know, this ain't for me. Love makes you do stupid things.
That's
I understand that.
So
and
stupid,
you can't put a timetable on how you're feeling for someone.
No, for real.
Which sucks because he didn't feel that same way for you. But you gotta be strong.
And can we just commend her? I'm hoping you left, but like, if you left,
she told me she left.
She did leave.
Props to you for leaving.
It sucks that it took so long for her to realize it, especially after everything that she did in the name of love, which I hope you learn from. But get up, dust your shoulders off, get back to it, and glad you asked the question, and you trusted us to
I appreciate her reaching out. She was like, talk about this.
One thing I do want to add to, and I'm sorry, I was mean, but don't stop being yourself.
Please don't.
Don't change who you are just because someone did you dirty.
But set your boundaries up, though.
Yeah, set your boundaries up.
But girl, go on them dates. You'll find somebody else to do it.
Lick your toes up and down, girl. You'll do absolutely nothing. Watch. Where do you work at? Where's the second job at, though?
Jamba Juice.
I wonder if you got a discount.
Okay, so we are running short on time, unfortunately. So we're gonna do the Art of Legend game and the Nasty with Double D. But we're gonna do shout next time, top of the year. So we're gonna do the shout outs. So Double D, can you do something for me? I ain't gonna do the 20s.
I really
Drake
want
thing.
us all to start saying that.
Okay, can you do something for me? Like, I don't want to say it like that, but yeah.
I like
so
that.
shout outs, please. Who do you want to shout out?
I want to shout out.
Like he's
yeah. I wish the camera could see what. Yeah,
And then,
Double D. Can you do something for me?
Double D.
straight double D.
Yo, give her this nigga error for Okay.
I want to
Please
shout out. Just life, man. I'm just happy to be living. I'm happy that I'm healthy. I'm happy that, I'm mentally okay. I just want everybody to protect themselves, especially during this time of year. This season, everybody gets so depressed because the sun isn't out. So take your vitamins.
Take your vitamin D.
All right, take your vitamin D.
Drink your water.
Drink your water.
Oh, wait, chlorophyll.
Put the black water, the green black water. Drink that water. Just read a book, find something that you love, and try to get outside. I know it's hard. Follow me on Instagram, Danielle Usmail.
That's a fact.
Instagram.
That's a big fact.
And and so many places. I don't be posting on there, but I be cooking sometimes.
Ooh, she be cooking.
That's
Yeah.
a big.
Ooh, she be cooking.
We had a Friendsgiving event, and man. Oh man, I told you my neighbors told me they really enjoyed the food. So
I dropped some off for my mom. I came back to talk to her. It was gone.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And
it was a lot
Man, I
going
missed
on.
it.
We're gonna do another one next year.
Yeah, I'll bless you.
see.
The macaroni and cheeses.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, it was crazy.
Whipping.
I should have brought something. Look, it was probably went bad by now.
Yeah, definitely. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't give the man something.
Not bad, bro.
And then say it's my name. Never mind.
Yeah,
Right.
so honey, do you have any shots? You have a podcast coming out too, right? So yeah.
Talk about it with Honey, so definitely tune in.
Yeah.
And just live life. Be the best you that you could be. Like,
No, for real.
try to better yourself every day. That's it. That's all.
Did you want to shout out any of your socials or anything like that?
It's Honey Debrat on all social media.
Not Snapchat.
Let's talk about not Snapchat. Hey.
Don't do a Snapchat.
No
Don't do
ghosts.
it.
Snapchat.
Y'all don't know how to act.
That's right. No, not act.
They don't.
Make Dog tell them where, give your shout outs, whatever you want to say.
All right. Well, y'all can follow me on all platforms. It's AYY_MAEDOLL for Instagram. My Facebook is Maydall, YouTube, Maydall, same thing. All platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, all that. I want to say a big shout out to Rich Pedro. We will be at Union Rooftop this Friday night for our Naughty and Nice outfits. So y'all better tap in with me. Link is in my bio as well. Feel free to follow and text me. I love to connect with people. So
Let's talk about it. Look, I'm gonna go to DeVille with the signature, notepad. Yo, this gonna be the
Just
new
I didn't want to
session.
forget because
No, I
usually my
appreciate it.
shout outs is weak.
Yeah,
but
go ahead. I came prepared too.
Yeah, I got 3 shout outs, all homies. One, I want to shout out my boy Kobe. He started his podcast, Just Rewind, got a few episodes, and he supports us. He definitely talks with us. So,
tell him hit me up.
shout out to Just Rewind. One, my boy Abdi, we went to high school together. He was,
I think I know.
I remember,
big producer
yeah,
now. He just was on the episode of Little America on Apple TV Plus.
Oh, wow.
Drop
Had
a
a
bomb
little
for
stint,
that.
so he's definitely in the producer game, acting now. Shout out to my boy, he gave me a role. And
Nice.
the homie J Marie, she was in a short with me. She's on the show For the Love of Jason on the all black streaming show. And Darius Dotch, I haven't tapped in with him, but me and him have talked over online. He has a podcast, Mastering the Mindset, all about health and wealth. Definitely big proponent on black mental health, especially black men, but definitely ladies, feel free to tap in. But yeah, shouts out to all y'all. One quick with it. Instagram, Pessy Profit, Pessy_Profit, you already know.
Big facts. So I'm gonna start my shout outs with the no shout outs because I gotta get them out the way. All right, so let's see what we got here. Because I always do this. So no shout out to Jose Abreu. You listen. This is a baseball player that played for the White Sox. I need my ones because he went to the one. He played for the White Sox for a long time. He went to the one place that you don't go to. But I would have rather him went to the Cubs and go to his team, the Astros. He signed to They just won the World Series.
I like the Asteroids colors.
So look, imagine Tupac signing with Bad Boy. That's the equivalent to this disrespect. So no shout out to you, Jose Abreu. Listen, I need my ones. That's a fact. No shout out to Brett Favre for obvious reasons. Y'all can look that story up. If he was black and that happened, y'all know what it would have been. You stealing money
It'd
from
have been Mike Vick
people that was on welfare.
It'd have been Mike Vick 2.0.
Man, look. Speaking of that, the caucasity of this situation. No shout out to Jerry Jones. No shout out to Jerry Jones because there's a similar situation. Had all these people defending them and all that. And then I'll get some more real shout outs. Shout outs to them people that I don't know if y'all remember this. They had the watches on their hat. It was like a Chicago thing. You remember that? Yeah. Shout out to them hats with the watches on top.
My cousin used to have one.
Yeah,
I was like, man, I want one.
Y'all think I forgot?
Did y'all set the clocks in them?
You know they didn't. They didn't even put the batteries in after they died.
Wow.
Yo, shout out to also this is random. I wanted to shout out to the dude that was in the PT Cruiser that tried to cut me off in traffic. Look, I'm bigger than you. Like you was not gonna do nothing in that car. You wasn't gonna do nothing if you
got road rage in the PT Cruiser, fam.
Yeah, you wasn't gonna do nothing if you got off that car, my boy. Like I'm bigger than you. That's a fact.
You fit for a Jeep.
Shout out to that PT Cruiser. So that was wavy. Shout out to Cheryl Lee Raff and Zendaya. They won Emmys from what I remember.
Oh yeah, we love Cheryl.
Yeah. Shout out to my homie Egg. She just got engaged recently. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you and John. I need my wedding invite, ASAP Rocky. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all.
Oh yeah, shout out ASAP.
Big facts. Want to shout out to my boy DeVille. His birthday coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Jay. His birthday coming up first.
Yeah. So drop a bomb on that one. And listen, I don't know about all that.
They hate us because they ain't us.
You know what I'm saying? And then I want to leave on one last note because we got to go. I just want to say... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Can I give a quick shout out?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yo, Libianca, any of those?
Yeah, I brought her on the show.
Shout out to my little shorty. She be killing it, and she got a song out right now called People, streaming out all Apple Music, all that. You can see her TikTok, so y'all go show love to her.
We had her on the show a while back. It was a little while ago. So yeah, shout out to Libianca. But yeah, so basically I want to end it with this. And you don't got to edit this part like or put the bleeps on it. I just want to say that there's a lot of gentlemen and ladies out there that all they want to do is sit on their ass cheeks all day and they don't want to accomplish anything. Look, it's out there for you. You got to go out there and get it, man. No. So that's the message I want to leave with. Go out there and get it. Like if you want to anything you want to accomplish, it's out there for you to go get it. So you know what I'm saying? It's out there. Go attain it. Go make it happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not finna just come to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's my message. Does anybody have any other last words? Or? No. All right, man. Well, look, this is the Blue Avenue podcast, man. We'll see y'all when y'all pay y'all internet bill. You know what I'm saying? We out.
Hey, that's CenturyLink, y'all.
CenturyLink.
Yeah, I wish we had. I'm gonna do the 4 hours. Yeah, no, y'all. That was great. That was great.